Hey, and welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and it is the 6th of March, 2026. And we have got some serious chop going on. You can get seriously chopped up in this market if you're not careful. Downside, what have I got right now? What's going on? Last night we had this another push higher, and then we quickly reversed right near that mean threshold. You didn't quite get that, but look at this go zone here. We went above it, went right through it. Not what you want to see. Come back to it, tag it, send it lower. Got a change in direction here. We did not retag it, so you're looking at the mean threshold and back inside this no-go zone. Coming right back into the consequent encroachment of that. Rolled over, took this level. That becomes the new no-go zone. Trade into it, and now we've sent it lower again. So on the hour level, it's switching up on you so quick. And just hitting key no-go zones and spinning around and sending it right back down again. So those of you who are looking for those equal highs, it has to break these key levels. So if you overreach, looking at this, you think, oh, that's all equal highs sitting right there. It's going to take those and these big too far, reaching too far on your PD array. So just stick what's the nearest PD array, because if you start to use old beliefs that I can predict these highs and lows all the time, and you get stomped and it turns on you and then just literally rips through your stop loss, especially if you got long term. You're trying to hold it long term and it comes all the way back against you and clears you out. You got to be super nimble to be in this market right now. So be super careful. My downside was 94, I think it was 694. And we are 694, right on the money right now. And that's, if you take the 4 hour or the 3 o'clock candle, that's the bottom of the 3 or the top of the 3 hour candle on March the 3rd. So 3 days ago. That is right there on the very top of it. And then March 4th is literally sitting another couple of handles below that at 87. And we have a new day opening gap sitting right here too. So I would imagine we're going to reach into this. And the bottom of that actually lines up with the consequent encroachment of yesterday, 3 days ago. It's 3 o'clock candle, this 649. So the bottom of this daily is the midpoint of the 3 a.m. candle. Morning, Hadi. Yeah, boom is right. So watch for the 649. $665. That puts you right in the consequent encroachment of the daily. Nice little center data point. Also puts us in the 4 hour. We're just shy of the 4 hour discount box. $6.48. That puts us right on the bottom of this. So the bottom of the 4 hour discount box is right here as well. There's like several confluences, the 3 o'clock, the daily, the 4 hour chart. All of that lines up right there on that spot. So we're going to put that as the see if we get one more little reach down into that. We're right in the discount box for sure now in 4 hour. And we're inside the daily fair value gap as well. An inversion, so. How's everything out your end of the country there, Hadi? Hope everything's well. I hope everyone's well. Family's okay and everybody's safe. Hope everything's going well, man. No, 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 no. Oh, dude. I'm so sorry for that, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. That's terrible. Oh, my thoughts, prayers go for you, man. Like we really do. To you and your family. Yep. It's terrible. Yeah, and they're claiming that they're not against the people. They're not attacking the people. Such bullshit. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. Almost makes you not even want to do this right now. Just gonna watch right here on this watch here line and see where the bodies end up. You want to see that just stop right here now. A couple of wicks are fine, and you want to see it reverse and start to head back up. If it does go lower, we're targeting 610 next. 610, 593. There's 610. Then 593. Then 583. Yeah, these are my next two, and then 583 is the next one after that. Morning, Hans. The 5 minute, we're having a big wick down there, that 649, 648 we had up here. Watch this here. That is the consequent encroachment of this SIBI discount box on the hourly. We're below that now on the 5-minute. So start looking for these two. And then kind of watching that little area right there. So we get a bounce off that, keep coming back lower. As long as it stays below the consequent encroachment of this. So we're just watching to see if this 5-minute or this new day opening gap, we get up on top of that, start running up higher. That would have to put us above this lot as first. Bull trap. You'd have to get above all of these and then see if we can get some support to run back into this range, and then pull your fib tool inside there and look to hunt an early entry. But all the time we're staying below this consequent encroachment of this. I'm looking to see this go lower. This could be a nice little run up here to these 830s. 6 a.m. I'll talk about this later. These two boxes I'll talk about later. Midnight opens way up here. Morning, Derek. Yeah, it's the market, man. It's 4 hours is just chopping around. Daily is chopping around. Everything's chopping around. So you got to be super tight with your stop losses, or just don't engage the market right now. If it's not what you typically are used to seeing, then wait for better days. And this could go on for months yet. Yeah, I think we're splitting hairs there, Hadi. That's this one right here. Let's see what the high of that candle is. Actually, 591 is the number. And I've got We're splitting the hair of one one tick there, Hadi. Your feed might be giving you one more, or one less, I should say. So that area, you see how sensitive that area is, just smashing around on there. We're below that consequent encroachment is what we're looking for. As long as we stay there, we're looking for lower prices. So there's our lower prices. Now, this is the next little tag at 610. Now, if we bounce off of here and shoot down into here, I want to see if this holds price. And then that box there is where I want to see price reverse and go back up. I'm trying out a new theory today. Anytime I see bearish CISD and bullish CISD so close to each other, that's a good sign. It's a tight consolidation. Boo Boo Train, I don't think I've ever heard of you before. Welcome. YM is heavy. Ooh, yeah. Let's have a look at this one. Oops. Right in there. Nice retest of that low. Oh, the girl's going. I'll be right back. Go through some markets here. We've got another 14 minutes. Just keep your eyes open for a turn here. See if we get back through that. Well, I'm glad I got out of that one. I was sitting in this one for years. And I got out of it at the end of last year. And that's it. Look at that. Wow, that's dropped by half already. Gold. Abs, I don't know if Abs is in here or not. I don't think he is. He would have said hello. See how that we're through that box? We're through the downside of it. We even closed below that level, so you'd want to see it come back, tag this, and not break the mean threshold. It closed above the mean threshold of that, and you're back inside this box. So you move to the sides and wait for the highs or lows to get broken. It literally gapped up, opened right on the top of the BISI. Just give you a little come down, tag that high there, and then reach for that high this morning. This is the problem when it does all this gapping and stuff. That would throw me right off. That wouldn't be something I'd be accustomed to. You'd have to start digging into more news and demands on wheat and that kind of stuff. I'd have to tip my head and eat some crow here and say you'd have to look into more fundamentals on wheat, supply and demand, that kind of stuff, to see where you could anticipate that going, and then use the principles we're doing every morning to target an entry or an exit based on some more information. Because this gapping up, gapping down, all that stuff would really can really throw you through a loop for sure. Unless you just waited for the opening of the day and said, where are we in relation to our specific data points? And what would I reach for? So if you opened here and said, well, if you can come down and tag that low there, fill that gap, I'm going to go for a long. As soon as you hit that high there, which is what we just hit, pay yourself. Move your stop loss to break even. I'd work something out in there, but all right. Oh, sugar's looking good. Look at that. Look for sugar to target right there. Cattle has already hit the premium already, and it's just waffling around here off the bull trap. We've come back to the bull trap. We ran up to the premium. We're back down into this. So you want to see this accelerate through the premium now and start running that higher. If you're looking at live cattle to go up, I want to see get above there and then start targeting this next box again. Right where it's at right now, that's what you want to see. If it gets above that, comes back inside here, uses this as support, starts pushing higher for cocoa. Bond market's made a turn. We've closed above that level. We're using that mean threshold of that candle. Look at that perfectly. And we're back up inside that range. Now we're inside this box here. So we want to see if we get on top of the weekly again and then see prices go higher, or for the bond yield to go higher. Keep your eyes on that level right there. Traded below the bear trap, back to the bear trap, send it lower. This is exactly the same thing we look for on the bull side. That's the bear side right there. Send it lower, pay yourself, pay yourself. You should be at break even plus the trade and have some money in your pocket if you're doing euro. That's a 5-minute chart. This is super, this is like brutal. That's craziness. What do we see here on the 5-minute? Nothing. Right here. Retest there. Lower. Wait for it to clear this one out. So this candle here is this candle here. We have a little propulsion candle here and nothing here. We ran all the way through back inside that little fair value gap there. Ran lower. We're right into the mean threshold of this candle. Trying to hold back price. These guys have already ran through theirs, hence the reason they're weaker than the pound. They're going lower. This guy's trying to hold on. If he breaks below here, look for this whole area right here. It's going to be your new no-go zone. See a body break below here and get below here, and then use this as a continuation on the downside. That's what I'd expect to see there. Morning, Russell. Okay, so keeping your eyeballs on this for banks. See that hold? If we can get through here, come back and use this to accumulate, we should see acceleration on the downside here now. Keep your eyes on this breaker here. Oops. We get through here on a close, watch this breaker hold price, send that lower. That'll cause a squeeze on all the rest of them, I think. How's a little Citibank doing there? Gap and lower. That whole mean threshold we've been holding on to for weeks now. Hold, send it lower. This is the daily breaker. What I just showed you in that other bank is what we're looking at here. Trade below it, come back inside it, and now gap lower. So that's what we're kind of looking at, that other one here. This Bank of Montreal one, or Nova Scotia, and Canadian Royal Bank. So same kind of thing that we're looking at here. This, that kind of thing. Same thing on the other banks. The German DAX. I'd like to see us get above here. I'm keeping my eye on this guy. There's nothing in here for a reversal other than I'm interested in this guy. If we can get a nice little body above that, I'll be looking for these two candles to give me the continuation back into the zone. Otherwise, roll over, come lower. There's nothing in here right now that on a 5-minute anyway that says we want to go higher. That's just a little interest area for me. Oops. Put that on 5, that on 1. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. If we can get up on top of that, I'd look for a run in here. That consequent encroachment on that candle's holding, so I want to see if we run a quick run below here into 9:30ish, 10 o'clock, and then look for a pump up. I'd be looking for the prices to go higher here. What are we looking for in this Okolo? Let's take this one a little bit bigger here. whole bottom half, that big open space you got down there in UPS, break that into quarters, and I'd be interested to see what we end up, how sensitive these levels are in there. All right. Look at that. Right on that 609 area. Bodies are just on the 624. I have a theory. I have an idea. Now I want to see it. Now that we've swept those lows, I want to see this high get taken and then send it all the way back up into here. And here, and then morning, Shepherd. Oh, my little regular trading hour gap guy. Where's the regular trading hour gap? Is this it here? No. That's not. Do I have it even marked in there? Regular trading hour gaps in there. I gotta mark that differently. Regular trading hour gap box. Let's give it a bit more. Let's just wait for a body to get above here now. I do like that right there. Right off this level. Stop loss just below that. Let's see if that gets. You take out the high, I'll move to break even. I want to see this area get used as support now. Now that we've broken through it again. I want to see that start getting some legs lifting up higher. So we are a stress-free trade now. See if it, we got lots of chop in here still, so I'm going to protect your trade real quick. Get a body close above here. Then I'd be looking for that consequent encroachment there. Nope. Now we'll want to see it take this low out here first. We're through here, so I want to see this. Did we retest that? Yeah, we did. We closed. Oh, we didn't get above it yet. I was going to say, if we take back the middle of the mean threshold of this, then I'm looking for more of this to fill. But we haven't closed above there yet, so this is all still fair game, I guess. But that rule about as soon as it breaks the nearest high, move to break even, pay yourself. I only had one on there, so it's just like, see if it would keep going. If it doesn't, then we got the chop going on. So you're kind of expecting it to see it leave, and you want to see that high get taken on a close. So it didn't. We got some chop. You're safe. We got a couple of bucks out of it for a coffee. Now let's just wait and see if this area gets retested. This is where the macro begins. There's the retest. Now I want to see it really start to accelerate out of here now. And then I'll wait for this to get closed above. Morning, Mr. Mark. Boy, did you ever have a nice perfect 31 this morning? 31 to the bottom of that right there. Right there. That was a perfect entry, perfect exit for a Mark III. You would have to have caught it on a 1 minute chart. But a 1 minute chart from perfect entrance to a perfect exit. That was a say goodbye to the rest of the day. Close up shop. Have a nice day. It's awesome. See how it's chopping around in here? We wanted to see this, but we want to see it accelerate. It started off nicely, and then all of a sudden it's petered out here, right? So you're still in chop. Wait for this to start clearing up, which, you know, it's highly unlikely that it will. But we know they will clear up sometime during the day. There's usually a nice smooth run somewhere in the day. Right now, the beginning of the open, everybody's chomping to get deals going. So there's some heavy manipulation going on here right now, I would assume. Wait for that high to break, see how it's coming back against us. So we can forget this idea for now. As soon as it breaks this candle on the low, wait for the close to happen. Then this becomes the no-go zone. First target's been hit. Get comfortable with sitting on your hands doing nothing, you guys. That'll be the race. So the chop, that wick, not doing what you want it to do. Mind you, we are reaching back into this Bissy here and this little Sibby over here. You're right on the edge of it right there. So, and this larger range is sitting right here. So wait for it to get out of this chop here. gold up to? This is don't touch. No touchy. Wheat's on a ride. If we break through this consolidation and then get a retest, that'll be a unicorn. And we're expecting to see some big freaking drops down in here, man. I got a buddy who says, oh, this will never happen. Really? Never happen. We're going to call that Neverland. Nice. And it come on down. I'm going to put it right here. Because we can retag. If we eat through this, look for this. All this is just chop that whole level again. I don't want to see that get revisited. So we're going to see where that one closes. That's closed below it. So look for retest down here now. Right there. You've done your bit. Go on, go up from there. That would be too precise. If it just left from here, that's what I'd like to see. I'm ignoring all this stuff. You wait for this, then that, then this. And that's right there is right on the edge of that. So I want to see it leave from here. Otherwise, we're coming back into the chop here, and that'll close as soon as it starts to dig down into the mean threshold of this again, I'm out of that. Matter of fact, I don't want to see it get any lower than that little spot we just saw there. You got to get some legs, get out of here. Otherwise, you'll take me out. We're looking for a run deeper into here. So then you got to wait for another run above. So watch this mean threshold or consequent encroachment of this here now. We'll tuck that up there. Patience is fleeing from me when my head is stuffed. So sorry to hear that, man. Keep up the bee stuff. Keep up the honey, honey. Get some sleep, Derek. Treat your body good. See, that would have come back and got my stop anyway. So right into this full fill here. You see how it just tagged it again? We've run above this. We lose the mean threshold. So this becomes the area of retest. We've retested right to the bottom of it again. You're ignoring all this stuff. And now I want to see it climb back up. So if we get back above, there's no BISI in here, so it's got to break the high. If it breaks down below here and uses this, that becomes the no-go zone, right? We'll call that. It's got to go for here. If it breaks through, it's a no-go for long. Yeah, even 5 minutes chopping around. There's nothing on a 5-minute chart really to key off of except for this guy. And you're in that new day opening gap. So you want to see if that holds price and we start getting back above it. There's a lot of chop going on there for sure. No go. Watch the retest and send it lower. you can come all the way up into here, right there. And if you break through it again on the other side, you're back into the chop. So it's a no-go, go lower. It breaks the low right there. And now we're running back through it again, find support here, mean threshold next. So if that holds, look for this hold, run through it, come back, clear that high, and then continue on higher. Watch for this to clear. Not giving anybody a chance to get on there. So 5 minute, look at this 5 minute one. And don't chase price, just wait for it to come back to you, or wait for something clean to present itself. Otherwise, you'll just keep getting beat up in the market, chasing it every single time. So wait for a body to break above here and here, and then use this candle and that as support to go higher. So next 7 seconds, we want to see a body close above here. See here, look at the low here. I wasn't even looking at that. Okay, now we're above. Broke this one here as well. That leaves from there. It's leaving right from here. I want more of a discount inside here. So look at this little range here. I want this consequent encroachment. There's the retest on the high. Keep in mind tight. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I want the 50% at least of this small little range here, which is also the consequent encroachment or mean threshold of this candle here. But you come back, tag the high, half the wick, the open. That's it. That's all entry level for a run higher. There's your 5-minute entry right there. You want to see that go higher from here. We have not a break on the above that. See the difference between this one breaking the high and ES not breaking its high yet. So you want to see this break up above here, find some support, then you got that run higher. And then they're back in sync with each other. I don't like this anymore. That would be a full fill right there. We'll just see if that would go on. I'm just going to play paper. Pretend. Midpoint of that. Right there. So that would have tagged me in there. And okay if it leaves, but that's a full retest at this level here. We've got a slight little 704, I think is the absolute bottom. And stop loss would be right there. Stop loss would have got hit anyway. I didn't like that. I'm okay with that now. That's the only way this market keeps switching up on us. So this had all this waffling going on here. I hate that kind of stuff. So right back to the no-go zone again, full fill of this. There's nothing down here to support price other than that spot right there. Got to start backing up now. This is that go no go zone. Inside this range, little Sibby right here. Got to go higher now. If we eat through the mean threshold of that, targeting this, if we lose that, look for that as support, start running these lows out. These equal lows here. Feels like 11 o'clock wants, or 12 o'clock wants to make another punch down into this box. The fact that we didn't get any momentum at 10 o'clock to get out of here. Let's see if we can clear this area right here. Clear that little old breaker there. We don't have to stay in NQ. If you guys see something you like, there's mean threshold here, holding. ES refusing. We're sitting in that box on the top of the box here for Dow Jones. All the old blood money here. Natural gas. Nope. I got nothing there for a 5 minute. I don't see anything clean in here at all. This one's popped through. Ran the low and the BISI. Support at the BISI. Look for the highs. It's only because I'm considering buying this month. I want to see where my targets are going to be. This is lining up to be quite the little March low. If we can look for any opportunity in here for foreign currencies. I don't know if any of you guys are into Forex or not. But this is shaping up to be a nice little March change up here. Just so you know. That's shaping up quite nicely. That's a nice little tag of the high. Keep going higher. What's NQ up to now? Too much chop for me, even though it's hitting some key levels. It's way too much chop for me. So this mean threshold of this candle here, I want to see that hold. There. So I'm looking for this box and then this box I mentioned earlier in a longer play. I'd like to see us make one more run down into here. Clear this out for lunch hour. And then move up there. Because if this rolls and runs all the way up into here, I expect to see that roll over and end up in here. You can expect to see I think you can expect to see your 830 get hit again, Hadi. Even the 6 a.m. I want to see if we get through here. Then I'm targeting your 830. And then 6 a.m. and then this box above us here. I'd like to, I understand what you're saying. You'd like to see a short here, but we've got a short. You want to see that's got a hold now. See how we're already wicking through it? So you want to see this, if a body doesn't stop right here, which is this little no-go zone for me here above us. If that doesn't hold price back and start to reverse here, that's the area you want to see it kicking off of to support this. That's got to hold. And then you got to see it drop. And there's really nothing super clean in here except below this line here. If we can get below that, come back up and tag right in here, then I'd look for lower. But right now, I'm still looking for this to run into this no-go zone here, which is, it starts at 888, which is above your 830 candle, and taking this support here. So we're inside this bull trap right now. All of these have given way as support. And look at the support they give you. They're broken. Then they turn into some support. Push for the next one. And then you want to see if this gives way here now. So even in here, Hadi, I don't see a clean reversal for you anyway. And you don't want to pick a top until you see a clean turn. So if you're on a 15-second chart, you see a reversal. I don't even know what you'd aim for in here. It's such tight, choppy mess. You have to keep your leverage really low. Yeah. I agree, man. Wait for a clean setup. I don't think you're gonna find a clean setup this morning. Oh, my back's sore today. We're just not getting a reaction. So watch that consequent encroachment of that. I guess you could say if it closes here, you could target all the way back inside here, scaling out at 1, 2, 3 on the way back down to retest this to see if it goes higher. And that would put you right back into here, this breaker. So if you see a reversal here, you could target there, there, and right there. Not worth it. Not worth it. I've just seen some old pictures I've pinned up here of me and my girl. And she makes me smile. All right, see that consequent encroachment? I like the fact that it gives you some sensitivity there. Now we'll see if we get and there's no real reversal in here. There's one little tiny one right here at 798. If we can close below 798 and then retest it, watch 798. So I want to see this 798. Ding ding, and then come lower. So for 798, it's got some sensitivity there. We have no body below it yet. Nice. Okay. So you see how we got this tiny little, and stretch it out, you'll see it sitting in there. It's that little bissy. We ran all the way down multiple times. We wanted to see it close below it, come back into it, go lower. Just traded through it a couple of times, cleared out some little bit of liquidity here, and then sent it up through that consequent encroachment. So now I like to see this giving you a little poke through saying, hey, guess where I want to go? I'm going to go higher. So now I'm targeting here, here, and here. No change in direction yet. This becomes the new go zone or the no-go. You no-go for here, so you want to say go for that. So we want to see a close above here and then use this right here, consequent encroachment. Watch it close above, and now I want to see it come back on there or there, send it up higher. Darren, it gave me an Instagram suggestion for your account. The precision in those drawings, so cool. It gave me an Instagram suggestion for your account. Oh, really? I don't know where you got that from, but thank you, whoever suggested that. And Instagram. I only post pictures on Instagram. My art stuff, that's all I post on there is my drawings. I'm doing Easter bunnies right now. We're painting Easter cards. There's the retest. You want to buy that? So as it takes that high, I'll move to break even. I'll take that good enough. I don't want to see it come back down there. Come back into here. Give me the consequent encroachment of that. Oh, the precision of the drawings, as in my my art. I thought you meant precision as in these drawings. Okay, sorry, Lucas. Yes, thank you. It's one of those wasted degrees in school. I got my commercial art degree, never used it. I went on to acting at university. Did a couple of little gigs and that was it. Didn't do any more with that. Then found medicine and medical stuff. Good old killer. Changed his own life in his injury, but changed mine in the process. Yeah, the details. I love I do enjoy doing some detail, but I like some wash stuff too. Some quick, just throw it in, and the illusion of detail is kind of fun too. That's what I'm trying to learn. Trying to let go of my anal retentiveness and try to do some more wash stuff. Didn't quite get the that hits the 8:30. I'll close that out. You could have taken the first one, second ones, third one. You could have scaled in on that, but I clearly didn't. I was waiting for this to get tagged again. Okay, so as soon as it breaks that high, you'd move to break even. You've been a stress-free trade right now and just let it run. Wasn't I in a movie once? I've been in several movies. I was back in the 80s or 90s. Al Waxman, Margot Kidder, John Vernon. Remember him from Animal House? He was the principal from Animal House. It was called Mob Story. I was a New York cop for that. Didn't act, didn't say anything. I was just a background guy. Hell on Wheels. I was in the show Hell on Wheels. I was a background guy. And the some murder series actually has speaking role for. I played the part of this murderer. He's actually still in, I think it's Florida, doing time in Florida. I played his character as a execution for hire. We hired a murderer to take this girl's husband out so we could claim his insurance. Oldie but a goodie. I did a lot of community theater and commercials. I did a bunch of commercials and stuff. So yeah. So you can catch yourself a nice little tidy. It just, because it's so switchy here, I would chase each one of these candles. Each candle that forms, I'd chase it behind, just because I don't trust where it's going and how quickly it can turn on you. So you'd be sitting right there. If it takes you out, that's right under the 830. So if it tags 830, send it higher. You see how, Hadi, we've kind of built this looking for this level here, and how we start to look for confluences and we look for support on whether you want to see that turn there, because I know you wanted to see it turn there. So when you look for those specific levels, look for these go, no go zones and see when they get broken and when they get used again as support to go higher. So that's the no-go zone, breaks through it, comes back, finds support at it, sends it higher. I'll tell you the same thing here. Breaks through it, pop through it. I didn't include this BISI down here. Didn't give it some wiggle room. Then it ran back through it, came back into the middle of it again. Then used our bull traps as support. Broke through the second one, said I'm still going higher. Your 830 is now hit. That would have been the first upside target. And then you're targeting ABS's 6 a.m. This big box up here, which is where I was looking for. My theory is here to here. And I'm going to use that more often, I think. I'm just trying out a new idea here. That's exactly it, brother. That's exactly it. So watch this. See how we're losing the mean threshold of it? Which means this is the area I'm interested in. I'll move this to here, like this. This whole area can be retested. Then look for a reversal to send that higher. Once we eat through the mean threshold of that candle, look for a retest on the CIBI below you. I introduced this concept a couple of months ago, but keep that in mind. It's another little thing to add to your rules. Now, ideally, I wouldn't want to see the whole thing fill in. I want to see this hold. So you can see a little wick down here. I want to see where that body ends. So watch this little sight candle here. I don't want to see us close below here. If it does, then there's a chance that this little run above this high here, or this bull trap, is just a wick on a 5-minute. See, we have no body up there yet. So that's the wick of the 5-minute. If we get closed below here, that would be my first indication that we may be coming back down deeper into this range again. But this is a crazy Ivan time, right? There's 38. Make your decision at 38. You're either going to come for me or you're not. So bottom of the hour, 32. Quick turn at 38. And now we're going to see 45, 48, 50. No close yet. Bit of a wick. Keep your eye in the box. Now if we take this box, we close below here and then start expecting that box to get filled. Now watch for this to get taken on the downside, and I want to see this get retested. This now becomes the no-go zone. Got to get a body close below it though. 2-1. We're still inside. Watch for a retest of this. All the way to the mean threshold. So you have 1, 2, 3 arrays in that one candle. You can roll over, come back lower, or you come to the mean threshold. The line in the sand is 1 tick above that high. That's the bear trap. You want to see that hold price. Now that you've broken through it, you want to see that roll over and take it lower. This is like this. We trade through it, come back to the mean threshold. If you lose it, look for a retest of the CIBI below you. This one is a if we lose this, look for a retest of the, oh, it's inside the BISI. There's a small one right here. That's the mean threshold right there. And that's right on a 45. Send it lower now. See you later, Hans. Have an awesome weekend, buddy. As soon as it breaks that low, pay yourself, break even. And you watch the candle. You want to see it leaving, not just waffling around here. You want to see it start to open up, spread the lead out here, send it, not just keep waffling back and forth here. There, now pay yourself, move to break even. Now you want to see it go. So that entry we gave you right there, you want to see that hold right there. So put yourself into the cost of the trade. You pay yourself right here, and now I'll let it run. So you're at a stress-free trade, and you're expecting to see this accelerate. What I expect to see is more of this shit going on here, but I would like to see it really start to accelerate and get back down into this discount box here. Got to break this next one. So now we've worked this, and we've got support off of here. You've taken the low, you've paid yourself, you're at break even. This candle now has got a little bit of padding in it. So I want to see a little tippy tappy here, and then send it lower, all the way up to the mean threshold. And then send it lower. If you lose the mean threshold, it's coming for your stop loss. And that rule, one simple little rule for make your money go to stress-free. Those of you who stress out over your trades and will it or won't it work, that's the freedom of getting stress-free right away, right? And pay yourself, at least for the trade. And then you got this trade is paid for, so you've got yourself a little bit of money. And then you move to break even. Now you get to watch and see if it pans out without any worries, and you'll be watching all your money get bigger over here if it goes in your direction, instead of saying what's my take profit model. Do you have a take profit model, or are you just gambling on seeing it go to a certain place? You're just gambling on it and saying, I'm just going to, as soon as it gets $500, I'm out. Now I'd move my stop to just above the mean threshold of this candle, because I want to see it come back up higher than that. Now that we've closed below here, we've used that low. I want to see, and we've taken this low out. I want to make sure that keeps coming lower. So that mean threshold I don't want to see be used now, and we're starting to macro, so this could be another pump back up higher. So watch it get to 50. If it gets to 50, pay yourself. You're in a stress-free. Now watch for 50. What level was that? Oh yeah, that was at 98 level, wasn't it? Now close below 98 and come back and give it a kiss. Now I'd sit right on top of this candle here. That's the next one. See how we traded below it, came back inside it, tap it, keep coming lower. That's the support candle. So you want to put your stop loss there. As soon as you get 50%, pay yourself. So now you're just moving yourself deeper into profit, depending on how many you got on, right? Takes that low, pay yourself. Every time you take a new low out, pay yourself a small portion, and then protect your stop side or stop loss. Watch this 50 ding, pay yourself. Now look for 62. If you're using the take profit model 1, you would move to break even, take half your trade off there, and let the rest ride. Now you're stress free if you're using the take profit model rules. You got half your trade off. This is in profit now. So the entry I gave you right there, that perfect entry, you're going to sit right above this high here, or this order block. You're going to take another 10% off here at 60, And we're going to assume, let's say our stop loss is sitting right here. As soon as that hits 62, we're going to take this and we're going to move it to 50%. That's good. We close below here. I want to see that mean threshold, that 50% hold price now. It lines up beautifully with this. So give that a little kiss off there. Half my trade is off would be, or half your trade should be off at that point if you're using that take profit model 1. And it's sitting here. So you're from there to there in profit. For the last 40% is covered. 50%, or sorry, 50% is off here unless you started scaling out a little bit using the other method. If you're using just straight take profit model 1, half your trade's off and the other half is sitting right here in profit. Now watch, as soon as it hits 60, and you can put a limit order in here of 1, take like a 10% of that trade off on at 662, just in case it pops through it and you don't get a chance to click and take 10% off. Put a limit order in there. Okay, so now you can move to 50%. You got another 10% of your trade off right there. And it's right on a 52 candle too. Nice. So watch, if this comes all the way back through 50% of that, it'll come all the way through you. So you got 40% of your trade left on. It's sitting in lots of profit. It's low hanging fruit. And we're targeting down here. It just tagged you out right there. You're done. So you've got a small trade there in profit. Move to the sidelines. And if it continues on, who cares? Who cares? Because if it turns back against you, you're just messing with your brain saying, I shoulda, coulda, woulda taken more. That's where it should be. Okay. So if it comes all the way down here, you can't start beating yourself up and say, oh, I should have stayed in it. Because then if it turns against you, say, oh, I'm glad I got out. What kind of message is that you're sending your brain? That's not the model. That's the model done. You've got low-hanging fruit, ripe fruit, picking it, eating it, enjoy it. Want to see this hold price right in here now at 50%, roll over and come lower. If it starts to eat through that, then look for this change in direction. Now we've taken out that low. Look for this to provide support and come back into that range. And that's what you get. And now you've got a new macro beginning. And there you go. Perfect entry, perfect exit. Now I bet you're happy you got out, right? It's a great model. It's a great model for saving your profits. Yeah, it was a really nice trade. Did you take a long there? Did you take it off of this mean threshold here? Good for you, man. Good for you. Look at you go. Hadi's on fire. You go, buddy. You go. So you would have caught all of this run down there, and Hadi caught himself a nice little mean threshold right off of there and ran higher. That's like a turtle soup, man. Everybody's thinking about going lower, and you're catching the low and running it up higher. You hit right on the perfect low. Who said you couldn't pick the low, hey? Good for you, man. You also caught the long. Good for you, Chief. Good work. I like the way you guys are thinking, man. Delish. See, now that would have been a nice if you were targeting that and you were saying, well, I'm going to catch this sucker right off there. I'm going to ride it all the way down into my entry, and I've got a buy order in right there. So if you put 5 on going down and you've got 10 on here, that'll take the 5 off that you had on there and pop another 5 in going back up again. That's some serious advanced trading, man. That's some confidence on your PD arrays for sure. Keep your eye on the box above you. I think that's going to be it for me, you guys. 11 o'clock. I would like to see on the 1 hour, now that we ran up into that no-go zone and we're rejecting off of the no-go zone, now I want to see if we come all the way back down into here. Okay, so that would be this breaker again at the bottom. And if we retest this, so if we lose the mean threshold of that candle and this one, look for a retest back in here, which puts you right in this and that little first First presentation for Valley Gap, I think, on the hourly. So you want to see this just act like a real small candle here. And we got a whole hour now. That could just take off on you. But if it just bounces back and forth in here, I'd looking for a run back down into this SIBI here to see that continue going higher and start targeting the premium portion of this, which would be up in here somewhere, which will put you right in my box. Right into the box. Oh yeah, okay, to end my my day off, you're going to be in one of these boxes. I'll share with my theory just before I leave. I took the range, the weekly range. If Wednesday makes the high or the low of the week, usually got the high or the low of the week is built into that Monday or Tuesday. Thursday's reversal. So I'm taking the high of the week to the low of the week. I'm pulling the fib tool and I'm using the TGIF Friday to create the opposite end. Then I'm looking for, and then I reverse it, and then I put in the top end. So I'm looking for the bottom end to get hit the morning, afternoon, and if we end up the day down here, depends on what kind of how we act off of here, I'd be targeting back down in this box here. So those are the two boxes I use. I just take the weekly range and I create the TGIF boxes for the way I start running off of here and then start heading up for the premium and discount boxes for the week to end on a Friday. So this, you'll use this on a Friday and we'll just kind of set them up like that. And I'll do this again next Friday to see if it's something I can use. Otherwise, you just wait till after lunch for the TGIF Friday ending. So if this happens around 1 or 2 and you start to see the reversal, start targeting your discount box down here for your TGIF Friday to hit. And if we run through it around 2 o'clock, watch for a settle out in here. That's a theory anyway, for what it's worth. And it's just new, so I wouldn't put a lot of faith in it right now. I like this so far. It's coming right off of our watch levels and right inside the box. So far it's working out okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think that's going to be it for me, you guys, unless there's something that happens after lunch. I wish you guys a safe and happy weekend, and all love and safety to your family there, Hadi. My thoughts are there with you, man. I hope they can end this soon and this doesn't cause more untimely deaths. It's terrible. Anyway, I wish you folks all the best for the weekend. I hope everybody stays safe. Be kind to each other out there. It's a crazy world. And just be kind to each other, man. Find solutions. Communicate. Talk. You don't need all the violence. It's unnecessary. So be careful what you buy into out there, you guys. Be careful the stuff you're being sold, the programming they're giving you. research before you take 15 seconds worth of video as gospel. That must be the truth, because it's 15 seconds of your attention. Be informed. Anyway, take care to you guys, and I'll see you on the Telegram this afternoon if I see something good. And if not, I'll see you guys on Monday. As usual, I'm sending the love, my friends. Take care out there. Thumbs up, like, subscribe if you're new. We're here every day for you.